It's absolutely incredible to understand a black person as a black culture. You're like the sorriest people around. Like we really honestly are. They cry out that they're the most victimized, but they're the most lazy. So, for example, and I say that in the black aura of segmented living, they are the laziest. Like I always bring up a story of a slave, a real slave who did a recording of what it was like when he was younger to live on a plantation or a farm or whatever. And he said the Civil War was going on and the soldiers were walking by, and the girl, a slave girl was sitting on the fence watching the soldiers go by. And so I thought to myself, I said, well, if she's such a hard laborious slave person, how is it that she was able to get time out of her day to sit on a fence and watch people walk by? And so, and not disposing the conversations around the history of slavery. However, the ineffective conversations you continuously have to make excuses for why you're not succeeding in life, and all the excuses always go back to your skin color. However, it's not because of your skin color, because I've had plenty of black people in my career, in my life, who've been excellent. It's because of who you are as people. Not specifically the race itself, but who you've been as a person. And instead of taking a responsibility and accountability for the people that I've known in my existence, you group yourselves all together and then say, not, what do you mean, black people? So it's always like this bouncing game of conversation of all black people. When you say it, when I say it, it's not all black people. So that means I'm racist. You say the N-word, but I can't say the N-word. And it's all like this pointing fingers back and forth and all around and blaming this, and you're getting Section 8 and I can't pay my bills. You literally would rather buy fast food and not budget your money or work to get a better paying job. You know, fast food jobs were meant for high school students. But high school students don't want to work anymore. They don't have any dreams or aspirations at all. They want to party and do influencer platform and make videos to create the detriment to society. They don't care about civilization. They don't hold up the space of a fort of what the youth used to hold up. They literally are dumping all of their shit onto us and then acting as if they're the controllers of our thoughts and our experiences of life. And then they cry out that they're the victims. And letting you know that this video is about black people. And what you should notice now is that the black culture tried to get me to change the conversation because they actually got that they are the lazy ass losers. But they count on the Al Sharptons to fuel their unrest because that's how they thrive in life. So it's like taking a criminal out of prison who only knows crime and then who never has heard anything different than what it's like to be in the criminal world, and then expecting them to act any different. And then for that person to say, well, it's because my skin color is black and because I live in poverty. It's not because your skin color is black. It's not because you lived in poverty, because you think poverty in America is poverty. But honestly, I know Section 8 gets new stoves and new ovens every 3 years. I've seen the places that you rent out of Section 8. So you are not living in poverty. You are literally just greedy and lazy and sick in the mind. You want to be like the Lil Waynes and the Cardi B's and the rich black people who do really horrible things and get away with it. And then when someone's nice to you, you take advantage of them. Like, what's his name? We'll just skip it because he's irritating as shit anyway. He did a song with Adam Levine. Low life, low value, low education, was blessed with an opportunity to help people, and instead he fueled demise and unrest. And his demeanor is nothing more than a female version of the demure, but in the form of a black man. So nothing but a gimmick and a brand image to distort reality so that he can occur a certain way. But reminding you he has no education, nor does he have any desire to find education either. So then they're given all these opportunities. There's Whoopi Goldberg, who's sitting on The View, who literally abuses black people on a stage by continuously trying to disintegrate children. They don't even understand in their minds that the constant putting down of white people is you're actually putting down the country, and you're actually putting down black children. And they don't have feeling about it. Because they were wronged in what? Because you were in the movie Ghost? Because you had a long-standing career in Hollywood? This is the facts. She's had a long-standing career in Hollywood. She was married to a white man who painted his face to show how much he couldn't stand her because she was that evil. Ted Danson. So she's the problem, not the rest of us. And for her to fuel this nonsense and this garbage is crimes against humanity for the black community. And it's amazing to me that you still stand by Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton is an ambulance chaser. Sometimes people deserve to be punched in the face. And you should know that better than anyone else, Al Sharpton. You're the one who deserves to be punched in the face the most. See, these people don't act like grown-ups. They want to pretend to have the prestige of Denzel Washington or Kanye West, but they don't have it. And so instead what they do is they blame the skin color, and then they report off how they're denied all these different things. And then a woman gets an opportunity to spread the wealth of education, and she does nothing but abuse the audience and act just like one of those women in prostitution. And then on top of it, she's on stage talking about her skin color. So this is some horrific shit that we're watching. And some of my best teachers, as I've said many times before, have been black men. Just to let you know, black men. And they know who they are. However, there's no respect in that realm from you as the audience either. So you tell me where the end is all the end and when we're going to have this conversation end of this reparations shit. Because nothing's changed and your life is getting worse with more money. Take a look at the politicians like Cory Booker, who I even question if he's a black man. He doesn't look like a black man. He does not look like an American. He looks like some foreigner. I actually should take a look and see what his nationality is, because he does not look like he's American. So you need to get your heads on straight on what it actually means. And you can go ahead and cry me a little river, Ketanji Brown, because you're not a true leader in the judicial system. Neither is Fannie Willis. Those are the people that you do not want in front of your black men and women who are about to go to a prison. Do you understand how it's within its own walls? And then they blame the white man. Al Sharpton blames the white man, but Al Sharpton is the problem. They create the misery that creates the crime. And then there is no hope. Because then Al Sharpton shows up and now he's in a lawsuit.